Greetings, programs. I'm going to kill the music here while we're talking. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Manny in the
Good
chat.
morning.
Big Manny energy in the chat. We love that. How you doing, Kev?
Not too shabby,
Yeah,
It's kicking off a little slow this morning. My
it
computer
happens.
decided to restart. I'm learning the woes. I need to sit down and prep a little sooner than what I did.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
used to just coming in and pushing the button and it works,
yeah, Manny. You see faces, Manny. Can you hear faces? Is the question. Can you hear faces? Because we need to make sure you can hear the faces too. I'm pretty sure you can, because I can hear them on my end.
Is
Yeah.
it-
Manny hasn't confirmed that the YouTube delay is ridiculously longer. It still says you're offline on Twitch. So, oh no, there you are. It still says, the YouTube delay is way longer than Twitch. Twitch delay is like 5 seconds. YouTube delay is like a minute and a half. So
what?
yeah, it's insane. Manny just responded that he can hear us. So it's wild how long the delay is on YouTube. But
That
here we
is,
are.
man. That's why is that why at the end of the day that people say with this multi-stream it is really difficult is that probably there's like a 95 100-second delay, so you're managing two versions of the same conversation.
The delay might be different. So in Twitch, the delay can be shortened if you're an affiliate, and then you can shorten your delay. And I think if you're a partner, you can make it even shorter. I've seen Dan, Mr. GM, like respond to a chat message before the chat shows up. Yeah, Manny, about a 90-second delay. So if you're hearing me say this now, however long it's been, is when you typed that message.
Start counting now, and then 90 seconds from now we'll say something again and we'll see if it's
Yeah.
been 90 seconds.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen Dan respond to chat messages before they show up in chat. So for partners on Twitch, I think it gets shorter. It might be the same on YouTube, but can't say. It's a new channel, so we don't really know. Yeah, Twitch. So the show on Twitch, if you want to watch a show on Twitch, then you would have to watch it on Kever Ember's channel, because this does not air on the RAF Sean Twitch channel. It only airs on the YouTube, because I'm trying to keep similar things together. And where the podcast lives here on YouTube, I'm keeping this show here on YouTube. But the co-host, whoever is on with me, is welcome to share it directly to Twitch. And next week, for anybody who's here, next week that's Manny. Manny, it's gonna be me and Manny. Sean and Manny in the morning. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited to watch this in action.
Yeah. So Manny, if you want to stream it to your Twitch, I can send you all the overlays and stuff. We'll talk about that this weekend. We'll figure that out. Yeah. I wonder what he's cooking. He's making breakfast right now. Did you have breakfast? Are you a breakfast guy, Kev?
So we do meal prep.
Okay.
Actually, usually do a overnight oats. So on Sunday, we'll make a batch and then portion them out. That way we can just grab and go. I love breakfast though. Like, love cooking breakfast. One of my favorite things to do is the science of eggs. So I have a hard-boiled egg recipe that's very specific to the timing, to the science of it, and it turns out with perfectly delicious internal, consistency. And then I have a French omelet recipe that I crafted over the years. So quite the egg man.
I love that. Eggs were probably eggs are definitely the food item I miss the most since moving to our new, I don't want to say restricted, our new pro-life diet. And by pro-life, I mean we eat things that won't kill, usually. Yeah.
Oh, eggs. Eggs are off the menu.
Yeah, eggs, gluten, dairy, those are all anaphylactic. So those are the bad ones. But I love eggs. I am very intrigued about your French omelet developments. That sounds great. Eggs are fantastic. They're just a food that does everything. You know what I mean? You can put them wherever. Eggs are great. I do miss them. I'm not a breakfast guy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
I'm My favorite thing about the egg is how simple yet how complicated
Yeah.
it can be.
Yeah, you can boil them, you can scramble them, you can fry them, you can put them in a pie, you can put them in maybe not pie, but you can put them in a cake. You
A
definitely put them in
quiche, a quiche,
yeah,
a quiche is a
quiche.
pie.
That's an egg pie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, eggs are great, man. They're great. I love them, and they're delicious too. Yeah, I'm gonna go find a yolk.
Golly.
See, I cheat on my wife with an egg somewhere.
And I love that it's all recorded so she can go back and know.
She's like right in the next room. She can hear every word I'm saying.
So what about this egg?
Yeah.
A big game there, boy.
Yeah, most of the time she just thinks I'm foolish. So
Yeah.
yeah,
you're not a danger to anybody but yourself.
no, that's right. That's right. Yeah, just me. Danger's my middle name. Yeah, I'm not a breakfast guy. I used to be a breakfast guy when I was. It's funny when I was in the Navy. Much like it does now in some cases, but my life revolved around meals because the meal times were really the only consistency when you're sailing. Like breakfast is always happening at 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Lunch is always happening at 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. And supper is always happening at 5 p.m. Those are locked in. Now, when I say there's 2 breakfasts and there's 2 lunches, there's not supposed to be 2 breakfasts and 2 lunches for everybody. The first breakfast at 5, it was either 5 or 4. I can't remember. Producer Jay will be able to correct me. But that was called Stoker's breakfast, and that was meant for the guys that were working the overnight shift so that they could have something to eat before going to bed and beating the rush of all the people because they're supposed to be on watch doing their job. But some of us would eat that breakfast. And then at 7 o'clock would be regular breakfast for everybody else, all the day workers who only worked like the 8 to 5 shifts. And some of the people who were on the night shift after eating their Stoker's breakfast would then eat their regular breakfast as well before going to bed for 5 hours. Then early lunch, again, was designed for the people that were doing those shift changes. So if you were coming on watch, our stokers they're supposed to sit in our machinery control room, and they're not supposed to leave the space because they monitor all the sensors on the ship. So they're supposed to eat lunch before they start their shift. Their shift starts at 12:30. Lunch is served from 12 to 12:30. So they want to get them in there early so that they can do a good turnover. So they give them lunch at 11. And it's supposed to be only for them. But I've never seen cooks in the ship turn anybody away who wanted food. So people who weren't on that list would go and eat the 11 o'clock lunch. But then there's another lunch at 12.
This lines up with Suze's list of meals. There's pre-breakfast, breakfast, brunch, lunch, second lunch, dinner, and then dinner.
That's right. I'm wondering if Sue spent any time in the Navy.
What resources did she consult for this?
That's right. That's right.
List.
Manny makes a good point. I'm about to be hard-boiled, or I'm about to be scrambled by a hard-boiled lady. A lot of egg puns this morning. A lot of egg puns.
It's going good.
Yeah. Anyway, I left the Navy and I got away from breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast anymore. And I don't know why. Overnight oats is a good thing. You mentioned those. Suze, you're here. We just mentioned you. We just did a Suze throwback. I hope you caught it. Because we can't do them again. We have a limit on how many of the sponsors will let us do in a show.
Yeah. Well, there's not a limit to this because there's 6 different meals, right? Like we can rotate the sponsorship.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's 7. There's 7. I keep forgetting about second lunch. I don't know if I take advantage of second lunch often enough. Like
you definitely don't. If you're forgetting second lunch, you're not taking advantage of second lunch often enough.
Yes.
You got to get in there. Yeah. It's more like a grazing, right? At that point of the day, you got 7 meals. You're more just grazing all day long. As long as that's what you're doing, I would be eating full meals at every stop.
Yeah. So it's more like so you break it up, you portion it out throughout the. Okay.
Yeah. Or you convince yourself they're all super
on the
important.
boat. It sounds they're all, it sounds like you weren't sleeping much either.
No,
so hopping from meal.
Yeah, it really was. It's different now. They have since changed it, but the work schedule on the ship there was two different work schedules. There was 1 and 2, which is you were on for 5 hours, you were off for 5 hours, you were on for 7 hours, you were off for 7 hours. Your 7 hour off period is supposed to be your sleep period, and your 5 hour off period is supposed to be like your exercise, socialization, relaxation period. There is not a single person in the history of the Royal Canadian Navy who used those periods for those things. There was two types of people. There was people who used their 5 hours off for sleep and their 7 hours off for sleep. And then there was people who used their 7 hours off for sleep and got screwed out of every 5 hour watch because we would be doing exercises. And when the ship goes to exercises, the whole ship is awake and doing them. So you would be getting ready to go for your 5 hour break period, and then alarm sounds would go, and you would have to go close up at a station somewhere and not get your 5 hours off. Yeah, and then there's day workers.
So it's like overtime on the fly. Like
all the time.
You had no planned. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, and it's and that's the thing is you can see it in the schedule a lot of times. They'll tell us, hey, we're going to be doing ship-wide exercises from 12:30 to 5:30, which is the 5 hour off period for the team that was on the morning shift. So it's like you don't get to go exercise, you don't get to go shower and relax. You worked all morning, and now you're going to be working again.
Yeah.
The really bad ones is when they would schedule those for the mornings, because your overnight guys and girls would be like at 7:30 just ready to go lay down and get some sleep because they've been up since midnight to 7:30. And they would like go take advantage of that 5 hours to rest, and then alarm bells go off at 8, and they're up out of their bunk and they're back at it again, just to start their shift again at noon. Was not great,
dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I hated it. And then there was day workers, and this is the problem. The schedule, so almost all of the officers are day workers. No, not almost all of them, but a very, very large majority of the officers are day workers, which means they're on the clock from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then they're done. Well, they're the ones who determine the schedule. They decide when we exercise and when we practice. Like when I say exercise, I mean like ship-wide exercises, not physical exercise. And because their workday is from 8 to 5, they want to plan it during their workday. If the guy or girl happens to be planning who likes to do morning exercises, well, it's unfortunate you were on the back shift. But it has changed. They don't sail 1 and 2 anymore. They trialed, as I was leaving, they were trialing different sailing schedules, and they all sucked. A lot of them shifted the times that you were on, so you could not get a routine, right? So one day you would be on from like midnight to 4, and then the next day you would be on from 4 to 8, and then the next day you would be... And your sleep pattern never gets locked in. I think they've settled on a version that is somewhat closer to day working for everybody, I think, but I don't know for sure. I haven't been on a ship for a few years, so yeah. 1 and 2 was not good. And yeah, everything revolved around food because you knew for sure those were free times, right? We're not doing an exercise at lunch because it's fucking lunch, right? And if you're in the middle of an exercise. Sometimes we would have sea trainers come on board, and they would like do exercises and like test the ship's crew to see how good they were. And if those were going and they were just like, we would have like we would do like fake engine fires and fake coming under attack and stuff like that. And some of these exercises would drag on for like over an hour, 2 hours. But you knew if it was coming up to a mealtime, it was ending. Like it doesn't matter what point of the exercise we're in, it's done at 12. Because lunchtime, we're eating lunch. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like almost it's a ritual. That's like sleep schedules. Just don't mess with lunch.
Just don't mess with food, man. Don't mess with food. Yeah. We can't figure out why there's a weight problem in the Canadian Navy. I did sleep for a week, man. I slept so good after I retired. Yeah. It wasn't great, but it was cool because if you were friends with the cooks, you would get side pastries. So they would give you side pastries like off the main line before other people could get them. But the cooks always got advance warning if something was going to happen that would impact the meal schedule. So whether that was we were staying out late, we had to work overtime, or if an exercise was going to take, they wouldn't remove lunch, but they might remove the early lunch. And they would always tell the cooks ahead of time, hey, don't prep an early lunch today. So then we know, okay, we're going to do an exercise somewhere in the morning, right? Or they would tell them, you know, hey, we need fish and chips for supper tonight. Okay, well, we're staying late today then, because the one thing they don't mess with is the cooks. To make sure the cooks have enough warning to cook and prepare what's needed for the crew. So that was always good. You would have guys panic, like, we're working overtime. We're definitely working overtime. And you see the cooks all just sitting down, like, doing their cleaning and stuff. Like, we are not working overtime, gang.
There's like these indicators.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a whole crazy ecosystem, man.
Yeah.
The way it all works. Wow. Well, it's good to have you home.
Yeah, I'm glad to be home. It's it's good to be back. Yeah, Sue's learned to cook from her dad, who's in the Army. She doesn't know how to make small meals. I get that. Yeah, our cooks don't make small meals. It's like giant trays of food for everybody. Yeah,
go big.
That's right. It's like Texas.
That's right. It's like the mammoth.
Yeah, that's right. Old big mammoth, Texas. I love it. Kev, we made it through a whole week here. This is episode 5 of our first week, and very little technical difficulties.
Yeah, except on the front end, I feel like I've been coasting, improving. Curious how my mic sounds. Did some adjusting, which may have led to me having to do my restart this morning. So, TBD.
How was your first week? How did you feel after your first week of stream? Because this is like your first full-time week of streaming. How do you feel? Are you PewDiePie levels of excitement, or?
I think it went. I didn't have any expectations.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that you and I had good conversations, had a good time, and then I was able to navigate this. So on all those levels, 100%.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I won't maintain any expectations on whatever happens until I actually know that I have things to worry about while I'm figuring this out. Right at this point, it's like I appreciate that I have a few friends who are in here following me, and that I'm just learning from you. So it's a good time.
Oh, you couldn't have asked for a worse teacher, but here we are. We'll figure it out together.
You've been very patient and actually pretty amazing at guiding me through right click, left click, transform, etc.
Yeah.
Your patience is undeniable, sir.
That's from the Navy. I was a technician, so it was my job to translate what a system should do that it wasn't doing and how to get it there. And in, I would say 80% of the situations, the issue was the user interface, the human to machine interface there, that person behind the chair. We had one time, I was responsible for all the missile systems and all the targeting systems. And we had this one guy whose job is to coordinate all of our surface warfare. And he said, hey, my mouse and my keyboard have stopped working. They were working all day. They just randomly stopped working. So we went in and we were talking to them. We were like, hey, okay, let's talk. Let's figure this out. Let's find out what's going on. And I was an apprentice at the time, and I was with my actual technician who was like my mentor. And he was like, what's going on? So it was working, but it's not working now. And nothing happened. It's like, no, nothing happened. It's like, you didn't touch anything. You didn't move any cables. It just stopped working. Yeah, it just stopped working. It was great, and now it's not. Okay, so we ran some tests in the system. We were like trying to figure it out, and then we went to the back. We had to like pull the back off of the cabinets and look inside, and the cables were flipped. They had taken, because this was we didn't use USB. It was like proprietary cabling for keyboard and mouse. They were swapped. They had put the keyboard into the mouse port and the mouse into the keyboard port. We were like, you didn't touch this? Nope, didn't touch anything. It just stopped working. Like nobody came back here and touched any of these cables? Nope, everything was fine, and then it just stopped working. How do these get switched then? How like you can't accidentally, they don't change on their own. And he was like, oh, so we switched them and it worked. We're like, dude, you could have saved everybody 40 minutes of time here by just saying, I touched some of the cables in the back. Anyway, you weren't in that case, but you get used to, because we're not supposed to talk to officers like they're, idiots. So we would
Yeah.
get very good at like, okay, and we have to understand that they don't have the same level of technical understanding of the systems that we do. So it's like, let's walk them through it. So we would be like doing missile shoots, and I would be walking new people through. Okay, you want to click this, now you want to click this, you want to adjust this, you want to check your wind speed here, that kind of stuff. So that sort of translated over into my life afterwards. It helps with mom and dad when they're like trying to figure stuff out, and I guess it helps here working on Twitch stuff.
Yeah. Instead of missiles, this is way simpler than a missile setup, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a link, Suze. Suze wants to follow you on Twitch. I'll hit that to you.
Nice. Thanks, Suze.
E-R-E-M-B-E-R. That should work. Yeah, give him a follow. Kevin's great people. And he's gonna be a smash hit on Twitch. Are you gonna stream outside of Recruiter Cup?
I think next week I might dabble. Now that I have some momentum going. We'll see.
Just don't take this 8 a.m. to 8:30 time slot, hey?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start a competing
Yeah.
stand up with the same color fonts and everything. Same intro.
Yeah. Just keep throwing my camera on there too.
Yeah.
Just you respond to my questions to Manny.
So confused by it. It's like, I'm dropping in uninvited.
I love it.
I guess once that's out there, you'd have to not use your Video Ninja, right? You'd have to hop into a whole other session and relay all your stuff.
Yeah, I would just change the so we save our Video Ninja links. I would just get a new link, and then it would go to somebody else. Yeah, that's all I would do there.
So you cut me off pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. Or I would just you know what? I got to tell you, I'd probably just let it happen. No press is bad press. So
that's good.
Just let that fly.
That's good. Get it out there.
Speaking of no press is bad press, I want to talk about something that it's actually incredible press. Have you seen the outfits that Zendaya is wearing to the Dune premieres around the planet?
And I have not.
Dude,
I got to get on this.
So they are all, I don't know if you're a fan of Dune, the books or the movies or the miniseries, but it's a great universe. All of her outfits have been like Dune themed, but they are like ultra fashion. And she's like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but in reverse, where her outfits only work on her. Like they are not designed for anybody other than her. The one she wore to the latest looks like a fucking C-3PO outfit. It's incredible. Like she looks like an actual golden goddess robot woman. It's insane.
I see it. This is nuts.
Isn't that crazy? Let's let me see if I can bring it up here and throw a quick screen share.
And then Timothy Chalamet's just in a sweater.
Yeah, he's got gold pants on.
Okay.
He's got gold pants on. All right, here we go. This images. I'm gonna do a quick screen share so everybody can see this. It's amazing. It's like, and then there's one where she's like next to, I don't know who it is, but he's got like a Lenny Kravitz scarf on. Let's see if I can blow this up. All right, here we go.
Dude, I can't wait for Dune.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's going to be so good. All right. We're going to screen share. Let's see. RF screen share host. Boom. There we go. Look at this. Look at this outfit. This is what she wore to the last premiere. Oh, my camera's not doing a good thing. Well, we're going to leave the screen share. We're going back to dual cam. It's still set up to local for me. I didn't change it to remote.
Listen, we're still working on this. Let me try. Ready?
All right. You hit it.
All right. I think this is the one.
I believe.
RAF screen share. Host. Main monitor. Roast.
We got it.
Dude, this is insane.
Nice. Kevin nailed it. Anyway, her outfits, all of the ones that she's worn, you can see this on Kevin's Twitch channel right now. All of her outfits are like incredible. But the last one, the latest one, is just like it blew me away.
Here's the inspo. Interesting. So where's the other one? What was the other one?
There's one where it's like a crop top, and there's another one where like they're all like the colors all match the theme of Dune. Yeah,
yeah, this one's pretty crazy.
Incredible. And Timothy Chalamet is fantastic. I love our little porcelain prince.
Oh, dude, there's no telling what I'm going to be now getting pushed after looking at all this.
Yeah, you made a huge mistake. You never should have Googled that. Private browser all the time.
Get out of this. Jeez. Okay, going back to dual cam.
Oh, nailed it. I'm so proud of us.
Progress.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
I'll set up my screen share with the remote cam. Yeah, anyway, Zendaya, Dune, can't wait. That movie's coming out like in a month. I think it's very soon. Is it next month? March 24th, I want to say.
March 24th?
I made up that month and that number, though. So it's hard to say. Sure.
Look, I wrote it down, but I don't remember when. March 1st, actually.
Is it March 1st? Oh, snap.
That's when I have it.
Well, we are going to see that then.
Excellent. We'll report back. We should go as equally fashionable.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I definitely have something as fashionable as Zendaya would wear.
Yeah.
I don't just have sleeveless t-shirts and ponchos. I have high fashion clothes. We'll share those pictures. We'll take a picture. We'll go. Let's do it up like a movie premiere. Let's have like a fancy movie premiere. You and the wife go. Me and Anjali will go. And we will. She can hear me, so I'm hoping she's on board with this. But we will dress up like it's a fancy movie premiere for Dune. We'll take some pictures. We'll take pictures at the movie theater as well, like paparazzi are snapping photos. We'll share them on the Recruit a Friend Discord. Yeah, I'm excited for this. We might not go on the 1st. Let me check what day the 1st is. I haven't had anything thrown at me yet, so we might still be down for this. The 1st is a Friday. We don't really do movies on Fridays. We don't like to sit next to normies. 1, 2, 3. So maybe the Monday. Maybe Monday the 4th will go.
Yeah, like a Monday morning matinee.
Yeah. I'll talk to Anjali. We stream together on Monday, so maybe post-stream we'll get all gussied up and head to Dune. Or she might be down for Friday. Who knows? I'll ask her. We have friends coming this weekend. It'll have to be Monday. Or that weekend, sorry. It'll have to be the Monday. All right, Monday.
Is it for sure confirmed on the 1st? Because it's just a...
I was just going... Yeah, no, it is. Release date March 1st in Canada. I don't know what it is in the U.S., but in Canada, it's March 1st. I assume it's the same. Yeah, I hope she's on board for that. I think she will be. She likes getting dressed up.
We'll merge our photos together.
Yeah, we'll send them off together. That'd be great. Because if our theater has like a big Dune display, so if yours has one as well, we could take them in front of them. Maybe Photoshop. Maybe even just take them also in front of like a blank white wall, and then we could Photoshop them together. So it's like we all went to the movie together. Yeah.
I dig it. Okay.
Yeah. And we can invite everybody. Suze, Manny, everybody can go. Let's all go see Dune sometime between the 1st and the 4th. Get all gussied up. I am so old to be using the term gussied up.
I'm really big into like etymology, like where's the word come from and its source.
Gussie. It's in reference to Gustavus III, which was a famous racehorse in Kentucky that was always known for her extremely fine coat, and so that's where that came from. That's definitely where that came from.
I'm going to keep it that way because I think it's a better definition than we'll find anywhere else.
Gustavus III, yeah, the famous Kentucky racehorse.
Get real fancy.
That's right.
This will be great. We'll have the whole crew in there. So yeah, everybody drop us your photo.
I'm excited. I actually might go look for like gold shimmering pants now.
I thought you were inspired by Zendaya. I'm gonna go by Timothy Chalamet. So
okay.
Was that Or
no, let's do
can
that.
we just be inspired by all of it?
We could be inspired by whoever. Yeah, you can get a full body leather suit if you want to go as a Fremen. Like, yeah, you can get one of those tubes to drink your own juices. Which is how those suits work, people. That's not a weird thing. They recycle your body's fluids and then turn them into water for you, so you can survive the deserts of Dune. I might go shopping today. See if I can find a nice crop top or something.
I really do like the layering she has on that one dress. I think you could do something with a poncho similar.
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I'm excited. Or maybe like a nice tan suit and like get my hair. Maybe I'll get my beard all like sandy and dusty. I was gonna do my hair, and then I was like, oh wait a second, I don't have any of that.
Putting dirt on your head, Sean.
Yeah,
just putting dirt on your head.
Yeah, just rub some dirt on it. Cool. I'm excited. It's a date. Yeah, that's like 2 weeks away. Very cool.
Excellent.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be awesome.
Kev, I think that's our 30 minutes.
It is. We did it.
We nailed it. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you coming on this journey with me. Yeah,
absolutely. Thanks for the invite. It's been fun. Can't wait till we just continue taking steps forward here.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll both be able to do screen share.
That'll be good. That'll be a fun time. It would be nice if we could control.
My good friend Top Cat says wonderful.
Oh, Top Cat, you're wonderful.
Top Cat is wonderful.
We got to get you a teleprompter, Kev. I think everybody should have a teleprompter. I love this thing.
Okay. Because I was looking up some more high-end equipment last night, and then I was like, I don't need this.
You definitely need this. Look at the eye contact you're getting. This is great. I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right into your soul.
And now I have to look into yours.
Yeah, but now you're looking into that black mirror. You know, all you're seeing is the cold, dark reflection of reality. But with me, it's the warm glow of Kevin. This is teleprompters are where it's at.
You sold me.
I sold you.
I'm gonna budget for this.
Should work for Elgato. It's only $279 US. Steal
for the teleprompter.
Price. Yeah,
and it sits over your screen.
It sits in front of my camera and actually acts as a for me it's a fourth screen, but it's an extra screen. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it, and it's huge. It's actually quite big. It's considerably larger than I expected it to be. It's probably 9 inches corner to corner. Yeah. And the screen, like, so there's two parts to it. There's the lower part. Sorry, gang, the show's going late, a little overtime. Don't worry, you won't miss lunch. There's the lower part, which is like an iPad, and that's probably the size of an 8-inch iPad. And then there's a square mirror above it that it reflects onto. That's probably 9 to 9 corner to corner, which makes the screen look bigger, obviously, because that's how mirrors work. And the camera sits behind the mirror. It's amazing. It has changed my life.
Yeah. I got to figure out if I got a large enough space. You know, I'm still running lean here, but
well, then you just buy the Elgato multi-mount system and one of the multi-arms, and you can mount it behind your current monitor. So, like for me, my teleprompter is here, and I have a monitor right here. It sits right above a monitor.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then we'll get you one of these mics. We'll get you a nice little low-profile mic arm. Huh?
All right. One thing at a time.
Okay.
Let's do per week. We'll have a weekly schedule of tech package buy-ups here.
Right. This is what you're trying to convince me to buy this week. It's going to be teleprompter for months, folks. So get used to it.
We're all going to know the tech specs on this thing.
Cool. All right. Let's shut her down. I'm going to go see if I can convince Anjali to do this Dune premiere fancy date with me. And I'll see you guys on Monday. And make sure you set a notification on Kev's Twitch channel so you see when he goes live.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. Bye, guys.
See you.